We're across just getting ready, guys. Had to wait for the other guys to leave, the other people before us.
Muscular dystrophy. Muscular dystrophy is a life-threatening, muscle-wasting.
Better get my microphone. Huh?
Yeah, probably.
I thought something was missing.
It crossed my mind like earlier. Live in 3, 2, 1.
And welcome to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero. And welcome to my show. This is probably my 203rd or 204th show live overall. I stream live across Sunday night from 8 till 10, Monday nights on a live 90.5 FM 9 to 11 tonight, and Tuesday night 10 till 12, and then Wednesday night 8 till 10 again, just so that I can share the love around the world. So last night I had my celebration dinner, and it was for my 200th show. And if you can come over to Facebook, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, you will see this beautiful love heart plaque that I got from quite a few of my followers and some beautiful ladies that I have in a special group called the Angels Group. And they are the most supportive people ever, and they look after me. They protect me from the trolls. They treat me like a little queen, you know. So, and here's my trophy, my 100th show trophy for my Wednesday night, which will be coming up this week because last week I was unwell. So you can see what's on there as well for the trophy. If you come online, go over to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you'll see me there live. Now, we're streaming across 8 platforms tonight. I'm also on the Alive 90.5 FM Facebook page, as well as 5 group pages and another 2 normal pages. So you can see me there. If you'd like to have a free reading, then come over to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air main page. You'll see me live straight away. Now, if you I was speaking to somebody on the way here. I won't mention any names, and this beautiful lady, she's very special to me. She doesn't realize how special she is, but she says that I'm special to her, but she's special to me. And she's probably listening right now, and she's one of my beautiful followers, and sure as ever, she's becoming a medium. And I would just like to say that anybody out there that's becoming a medium, it's not all about, the psychic stuff and all this, past, present, and future. It's all about the feeling and all about the ways that you sense things and how you can pick things up with your friends and your family. And, you can predict futures and whatever else there is. And this is what's happening to her. She's sort of going through a huge awakening. And I said to her, I won't say any names tonight, but I will be talking about, similar things tonight, because I just feel that you're coming on board. I said, welcome to my world. And she says, I knew you were going to say that. And I said, well, this is what happens to me. This is how I started. So if you're an up and coming psychic medium, or if you've got intuition or anything like that, you should come along to my event this Saturday. I'm doing a workshop, which is all about, the 6 M's, which is the meditation, mediumship, mindfulness, motivation, because I'm a personal trainer as well. I kick you up the butt when you need it. I also, look at the way your mind thinks and push you into the future, where you can actually start to feel, that you've actually started to achieve something, and that you're actually, doing what you were made to do here on earth. Because a lot of people, we sit in automatic mode. We feel like we're constantly, under the grind of the social world and things like that, or just the culture of anything. And, it's tough out there. And if you don't have a good support group, you can't, it's really hard to get through. And if you can get through this stuff, it's in life, it's really, I take my hat off to you, because a lot of people can't cope with things. And this is why I do this. This is why I use my gift, so that I can share my gift with people and hopefully bring some, less despair to them, take away the pain, give them some peace, and so hopefully that they can actually move forward in life without worrying about their past loved ones if they went in pain or anything like that. Or there's just so many reasons why I do this. And I never ever thought I'd be on radio doing this. I never ever thought I'd be actually using my gift or pushing its boundary to the maximum. So yesterday I also did on my show, if you go over to my Facebook page and watch the video from last night, the live show from last night from my 200th show, you'll see that I was reading as I was going. But and the people that were at the table with me, I think they were quite shocked to see that how I actually operate, because my eyes go everywhere. I look all over the place. I can't actually see them sitting in front of me, or I can't see what's in front of me. All I can see is what Spirit's showing me, because I'm a remote viewer, which means if you've just joined me, which means that I have the ability to see out of your eyes when you're a child, or out of your eyes when you're growing, or now, or a person's eyes that shows me from being passed over. It's called remote viewing. So if you look at things when you come out of the shower and you see the misty mirror, well, that's exactly how I see everything. Sometimes I can't quite tell the colors. Sometimes I can't quite tell, if it's a white or a cream color. It might be an off-white or a yellow. I can't quite tell because it's too misty. The mirror is too misty. That's what I say. But I also do, psychometry, whereas I can grab a pen or anything like that as well, and just hold your hand, and I can pull in spirit or your energy really quickly. It's instant for me, and it takes my breath away. There's a lot of things that when you become an up and coming psychic medium, you don't realize, you have a gift, but my dear beautiful friend, she says, how do I control it? And I said, well, you've got to start putting boundaries around spirit, because if you don't put boundaries around spirit, they'll come along and they'll wake you up in your sleep, and they'll hang off your bed. They'll when you're sleeping, they'll actually shadow over the top of you, and you can feel this energy. And another lady last night said to me, "Oh, Lesley, I feel like I'm paralyzed when I lie down in bed." And I said, "Well, that's because there's a spirit over the top of you, grinding you, holding you down. It's just grinding you to a halt, and you can't move." And I actually told her before she said that, and it was really quite bizarre. So that's what spirit can do to you. And a lot of people see this, they feel it, they just don't understand it. And that's what I do in my workshops. I make people understand. And I also make you realize that, and I say to you at the start, that once you start doing this stuff, once the channel is open for spirit, they will keep annoying you. It's like me. When I do my shows, I say to my spirit, and I put boundaries around him, or any spirit that comes through. And I just say, I'm going live at 9 o'clock. I'm going to be there for 2 hours. I only want between 9 and 11 o'clock. Before that, I don't care what you do. Don't give me anything, because I do not need to be harassed before the show. So I just need to set up the show. And sure as ever, I don't get anything until I actually open my mouth when I start to read, when I'm drawn to a question from the live feed. So that's how I operate. So if you'd like to have a free psychic medium reading, then come over to my Facebook page, the main page on Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and I'll see you there. But give me something. If everybody could tell me, just so I could, see where you're coming from. How did you find out about me? And what have I done for you that has helped you, if anything? So if it's not nothing, don't put in anything on there, because I'll delete it anyway. But here's I just want to show you again. I'm so happy, and I'm so privileged and humbled by my trophy that I got. It's an angel, and apparently this angel trophy, it wasn't even on the shelf. And the beautiful lady that went and got it engraved for me and went down to the shop and asked for it, she says, "Is there anything else that you have on? Because I don't like what I see on the shelf." And the lady goes, "Well, I've got something out the back." And sure as ever, this angel was waiting for me out the back. So how cool is that? And I've also got this gorgeous plaque, and it's got love hearts, because everybody knows how I love everything. So that's really, really cool. And let me go over to the page now. I just want to say hello to Jules Polglaze. Well, Julie, you stepped up the mark this week, and you're first off the rank again. Normally, Jules Polglaze is 100% on point, first off the rank on my Facebook page every single week. And then Vicky Kelly, thank you for joining me last night. It was an absolute pleasure to meet you, and I'm very humbled by you, your stories last night, and everything, sharing the love with me last night with the other people at the dinner. So thank you for that. I've also got Janaea Harper Lyon. She says, "Good evening, Lesley." So what I like to do with my shows, guys, is make sure that we draw in spirit. So if you want somebody to come through on the show and you want me to be drawn to them to read them, you need to start talking to them and asking them to come through for you, not just for me. Okay, it's for you as well. So we've got Kaz here. Thank you. Hi. Karen Wern, she's here. She says, "Hi, Lesley." Monique Harenza, she says, "Hello, I thought I'd try this for the first time. I really need some guidance." Well, we need to say hello first. I'll put you down, Monica. But what I'm going to, or Monique, I should say. And I get a lot of anxiety around you too. Okay, let me keep going. I just want to say hello to everybody. And if I've missed your question, it's not because I'm ignoring you. It's because I haven't seen your question, okay? I usually see every single question. I try my best to get through to everybody, and I try to do as many readings as I can when I go live. So don't be offended if I don't see you, but if you stalk me, or if you send your question 30 times, I will ignore you or block you, because it just throws me off. So we've got Wendy Harvey. She's here, and then she's our beautiful lady that actually writes all the spirit prayers and poems for me. So she's got an amazing poem tonight, and a couple of funny ones for me as well. So we'll do them at the end of the show, and Ellie's going to remind me, aren't you, Ellie? Thank you.
Oh, yeah, totally.
So because I always forget. Always I'm going to do the poem, and then all of a sudden I forget, because I'm in flight. I call it in flight when I'm on my spiritual world. So when I'm in the world, when I'm in the zone. So Who else have we got here? Joe Lister, thanks for joining me. Sandra Dorr, thanks for joining me. So Di Bisani, thanks for joining me. She says, hi, Lizzie, congratulations on the show's anniversary celebrated last night, and hello to everyone here. Beautiful. Lordly Ibrahim, she's watching. Thank you for joining me. Deb Karivanak, hello. She said it's working. Yes, I put it on silent so that you can't hear me setting up and all that jingle bingle stuff before the show, because we've got music playing and Facebook doesn't like music playing. It'll make it go all silent because of the royalties. So that's why we do that. So we've also got here Renee Malham. She says good evening. We've also got Jim Tim, which is Nicole Sten from memory. Diane McKenzie, oops, 200 show dinner. Yes, Elva, thanks for joining me. Emmy, thanks for joining me. We've also got Leanne, Julia, thanks for joining me. So let's keep going, guys. If you've got a question, then send it to me on the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and also send me your suburb, state and country and county and time, because I love to know where I hit around the world. It's so cool. So Bev Ridley, hello. Thank you for joining me. I love your beautiful words through the week there, Bev. That was very beautiful. Deb Knight, thank you for joining me. Wendy Kuzik, she says, she's watching. She says, hi, Leslie. Deb, she says, it's coming up on a year for my daughter. Do you have any messages for me, please? So yes, we do. So Deb, okay, so we'll pull in spirit a bit more. So if anybody doesn't know the difference between a psychic and a medium, I'm both. So psychic is past, present, and future. And also the medium part is when a past loved one is in spirit and they come through, or their energy comes through and they talk to me, and I talk that to you, and I share that message through you. So I'm just like the conduit line or the messenger, the post person, so that's what I do. I don't take them with me. I don't take spirit around with me. They don't follow me everywhere because I don't allow them to, but they always stay with you. It's not one time that they're not with you, especially if you're feeling down. They'll always be around you. You'll feel their senses. You've just got to keep talking out loud to them, and they'll start to feel your senses. So love, like, and share my page and tell me where you're from, guys. So Derek Spal is watching. Thanks for joining me. We've got Alicia. Thanks for joining me. Oh, that's a good one. So Elva, she says, I always have night paralysis, but I see the same things my little boy does at night. That's cool. So so Wendy Harvey's just sent me a funny message because she's learning I have to teach you some more IT things there, Wendy. Geez. Okay, it's so exciting when you get something and you send it to me. It's awesome. I love it. So we've also got Irene Tate. Thanks for joining me. Leanne Julia, she says, incredible gift. Thank you. Paul Strife, hello there. Thank you, Paul. Hope you're well. Nancy Lala, she says, hi, beautiful Leslie. Thanks for joining me. Kimberly Reagan, she's so happy for you. Thank you. So am I. It's actually really, really nice to have to do these shows and always have, the how can I say it, the support and all the people that follow me. It actually brought tears to my eyes last night, because I don't realize, I help a lot of people and I don't expect not one thing back, and I'm very grateful and humble about my gift. And it's really important when people send stuff to me and I go, oh really, like they really thought I did something good for them, and I go, wow, that's cool, because I don't really know. I just do this to share my gift with people. So, and thank you for that, Wendy. That's awesome. I've got that. Thank you. So we've also got here, who else is there? Jess Harvey, hello. Diane Pearson, she says, Danielle Pearson, she says, hello, Leslie and Ellie, here from Wisconsin. Wisconsin, do you have and guidance for me, please? We'll come back to you. So Vicky Kelly, she said, your best saying that is stuck in my head now is, don't stop in the middle, keep going. 100%. You know what? There's another saying too that you will like there, Vicky, is I didn't get to this far to get to this far. Think about that again. I didn't get to this far to get to this far, Kelly. Vicky, sorry. So keep going, don't stop. So she said, I will always remember that now through life. That's beautiful. Thank you. I've also got another one. Love should never hurt. It's what I always say. Love should never hurt. So Nicole Sten, she says, you are the best I ever seen. You have healed me in my life in a lot of ways. I've been watching you forever now. Love you so much, my friend Leslie. Love you, love and light. Oh, thank you. That's beautiful, Nicole. So this is what I mean. I don't realize how many people that I help, or that I actually give peace to, or that I remove their sorrow or anything like that. I just need to. I know that I have this beautiful gift, and I need to share it with people. Whether I'm right or wrong, it doesn't matter. I usually find the person anyway, because it will relate to someone, or it relate to something. I did a reading a few months ago, a private reading, and sure as ever, I said to the lady, "What is the number 6?" And it kept flashing out. Spirit kept showing the number 26, and I said, "What's the 26 to you?" She goes, "Oh, I don't know, nothing." I went, "Oh, okay, right." I go, 2 and 6 is 8 in the month of August. No, nothing. Anyway, I said, "All right, it might come up at the end of the reading," and sure as ever, it did. And I said, "Do you sure you don't know what the number 26 is?" Because it keeps flashing up at me. She says, "Oh, yeah, that's my daughter's birthday." I went, "Oh, okay, great, thank you." So April Alpha is watching. Thanks for joining me. So I've just got this beautiful prayer. If you're on my Facebook page, Wendy Harvey has. Did you want to read it? The prayer.
Yeah.
So Ellie, my producer, she's going to read the prayer from Wendy Harvey to me. Okay, it's called Laughing Out Loud. Over to you, Ellie.
Yeah. So laughing out loud. Leslie, you make me laugh with ease. A prayer or poem, Wendy, if you please. I'm sure you think I have a book or two. No, I don't, darling. If only you knew. I'm more switched on as I go about my day, knowing with certainty just what you will say. So yes, I do keep a prayer or a poem up my sleeve, as I know for sure you will ask with a tease. So my lovely friend, I am onto you. I will try my best to accommodate the best I can do.
See how beautiful that is. See, she flipped that off to me last night as I was before I was getting ready for my 200 show, and she flipped it off, and I was cracking up laughing. Couldn't even do my makeup, nothing. So it was quite funny. I love that. I'm going to take a snapshot of that actually. Let me just grab that. There we go. Oops, I'll just close my Facebook down. That'll be right. Oh dear. Okay. I'll grab it later, because otherwise I'll shut the whole thing down, and I'll be snookered. So yes, Wendy, she did it. She posted up on the page. She's very cute. Diane McKenzie, she's from South Dudley, regional Victoria. It's now 9:20 p.m. right now. It's also 8 degrees. Oh my God. I don't know what the degrees here is in Borkham Hills, but I'll tell you what, outside is absolutely freezing, guys. And I've got my big jacket over there. I'm not leaving without it on, that's for sure. So let's keep going. Send me your questions again if I've missed them. I'm going to scroll forward because I need to catch up. And Fairport, so April Alpha is from Fairport in New York. That's cool. Welcome to the show. We've also got here, okay, so Willow Penfold, she says, liked and shared from Dubbo tonight. Oh, I don't think I've ever hit Dubbo, but I didn't realize. I've seen your name up here before there, Willow, but I didn't realize that you're actually from Dubbo. That's cool. Must be freezing there. Oh my gosh. Elva, she says, what do you think about night paralysis? Everyone has different opinions. What do you mean about night paralysis? Because I feel that a lot of people can get when they have an energy. I've seen it. Well, actually, I can't say I feel it. I can see it, because I've seen a lot of when I do my private readings, I've seen spirit come over the top of people lying on their bed, and they're about 2 or 3 foot hovering above them, and then it's like this. You know the Harry Potter movie where those black ones come out of the woods and they start flying through the air, and their mist behind them is kind of like a smog, but it's dark brown charcoal. Well, that's what it looks like to me. So that's how it looks like over the top of the person, and it just hovers there, and it just encloses itself around the person. It's so weird. And then you can see the person lying there, the real person lying there, but this shadow is across the top. It's like the old-fashioned shadows, you know, when you have the cartoons and the clouds and the shadows follow the person around. So that's what it looks like, but it's darker, and that's how I see it. So Brendan Taylor, thanks for joining me. Diane Martin, thanks for joining me. We've also got here Wendy Harvey. We've got here Rose Mahon. She says, you're an amazing woman. Love listening to you. Thank you. She says, Lorna Hearn, she says, put it out in the universe is the best advice you've given me. Oh, that's cool. That's exactly right. Well, if you do put your energy into something, so if it's right or wrong, doesn't matter. If it's negative or positive, the spirit and the universe will get together, because they go, oh my God, I need to please her, so I need to go and do everything that I wanted, that person wants me to do. So they don't know whether it's right or wrong. So they all of a sudden they just get up there and they go, wow, I've got to give her everything that she wants. Even if you say, I don't want to do this, or I don't want to do that, or whatever it is, they will give it to you, because you've put it out there. So you have to say what you want with conviction and feel it. If you don't feel it with the energy there with yourself, which is amazing, then it won't be happening for you. It'll take longer, I should say. So I'm all about manifestation. That's what my workshops are on as well. So manifestation and motivation, pushing you to be the best that you can, but with not by kicking your butt, which I should, but no, I'm only joking. But yes, I know Wendy, she sent me another message. I know. So sorry, we'll just go back here. So I've got Tony Desmore. She says, good morning from East Tennessee. Oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever hit East Tennessee. So good morning. Thank you for joining me. We've also got Jules Polgay. She says, I found out about you well over 12 months ago. I saw my cousin was listening to a psychic medium on Facebook, so I had a look and got hooked. She says, have been watching ever since. You're simply the best, Les. Oh, thank you. That's really cute. I had a look and got hooked. That's cute. So who else have we got here? Elva, she says, I always get sleep paralysis and I see them, but no face, just a shadow. Exactly what I just said. 100%. That's exactly what I see. So that's how I feel that it's negative. They won't hurt you, but they hold you there. It's like they paralyze you to the bed. You can't move. It's like you're stiff as a board. That's what I've seen before with people. And it's 100% spirit to me. So yeah, what I would suggest to you there, Elva, is to acknowledge them and then tell them to go away. Just tell them to, just leave you alone. Just acknowledge and send them off. Just get rid of them, because they're going to hang around. They're going to hover and they're going to follow you around. Then they attach to you, So that's how I see it. And they attach to your soul. That's what I didn't want to happen to me. So, but I'll leave that there. Willow, she says it's 9. But it feels like 2. Oh, right. Yes, it feels like that out here too. She says, love a message from Spirit about work, liked and shared. So love, like, and share my page, guys. I'm going to do Willow, then I'm going to come back to Monique and Deb, all right? So I want to keep up with this tonight. So tell me how you found me, and for my 200th show, this is my 203rd show, I think. So tell me how you found me and why you watch me or why you're on the page. And don't give me a big fat head, okay? So we've got Willow Penfolds here, and she wanted to know about her work. She says, love a message from Spirit about work. Right, so what do I get for you? So I feel, wow. Okay, so I feel like there's a communication drop. Why did I get my words? So somebody's around you. I have to pull this back a bit, Willow, because I feel like somebody around you that's got dementia or something not right there, because I feel like I could not think straight then, and I couldn't actually breathe properly. It's like I couldn't swallow properly either. And I feel like somebody around you has had an issue with that, or their memory's going, okay? So just be careful with people like that, because they might be argumentative, and yet they won't even realize that they're doing it. They'll forget it later on, So just be careful with that. So, but communication I get with your work, and I feel like that things are going to be a little bit sticky. Like it feels like that you're walking on eggshells, and the egg is actually stuck to your feet as you're walking. So you're like, oh God, it's still making a noise as I'm walking, So I need to pull back that. I also want to know what the number 12 and the number 3 is for you. So you've got the month of March as well. And there you go. 12, 1 and 2 is 3. So we've definitely got the 3 number here, and either or the month of March. Now, what's coming up there, birthday or anniversary or something significant? And I feel like there's going to be 2 more rolls until you're satisfied in what you do. So there's 2 more obstacles of work obstacles, if that makes sense. And I also see a man, like a manager as well, dark brown hair, dark brown eyes, very pale skin. This guy is tall and skinny, and he's sort of like out of sync. He wears a black belt with brown shoes, and then he'll wear the black shoes with the brown belt. We can't get that coordinated. So I feel like he's also got one earring on one side of his face. His earring. And I also feel like for this man too, it's like he's, I don't know if Tim the Toolman show where that old man with the funny hat on always used to look over the fence, and he looks over and all you can see is his nose and his eyes. You can't ever see his mouth, this guy. And that's what I feel like he does. He looks over the counter, looks over things and oversees things, and sort of like a bit, how can you say it? Not nitpicking, but he doesn't miss much. His attention to detail is on point. And this guy's actually watching everybody. It's not just you, but he's watching everybody. And I feel like this is a manager, or he's on the way to be a manager. He's a wannabe. That's what I just heard from Spirit. Sorry, but that's what I just heard. And I also feel like this man or yourself has really, really dry lips. It's like you're always licking your lips lately, and I feel like they're really dry. It's part of your dehydration, and I know that you're not drinking enough water at the moment. They're saying to me that you don't want to keep running to the bathroom when you drink water, so you don't drink enough water. And I'll leave that there. But the message for you is to start drinking water, clearly, and also just step back from work. Do not get involved with any gossip at work, because it's not going to pay off for you. Okay, they want to see that maturity level. They want to see you flourish in what you do, but they're going to watch you like a hawk. Okay, and if they're not already doing that, and I'll leave that there. But good luck for the 2 coming up, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. Right, so let me keep going. We've also got here Monique Harenza, and I'm just going to do a general for her. And I also get the number 7 for you, the month of July. So what's the month of July coming up for you? And I feel like, so this is only, so I get the number 2 as well. So 2 more months, they're saying to me. So what's that? So it's coming up to June, July. So would that be counted? So June and July would be counted, wouldn't it? So, So what's coming up in 2 months? And I feel like there's going to be an anniversary of something to the effect. And I also see now, I don't understand this, is the old-fashioned little, like a pram, but it's an old-fashioned pram. It's really cute. It's not like one of those ones where they sit on an angle. It's one where you sit the baby, and the baby is lying flat in it. It's all got lace, and it's beautiful. It's actually all like got lace. It's got the really old-fashioned wheels and things like that. And then I also see vases around. So what's the vases around you as well? Like is there a collection, or is there something like that? Because I see all these vases around you, and the old-fashioned pram. It's really pretty. Is somebody pregnant around you and they are into that old type of thing? And I also got the number 40. So who's 40? Is somebody having a milestone birthday of 40, or are they having a 4? So 4, which is the 4th. So what's the 4th to you as well? And I'll leave that there. Thank you. So I just want to go over to the page again, and I'll come back to Deb Krivenak. I think that's how you say it. So so Kimsey Crystal Infused, I think that's Charmaine or Catherine. I always get that one mixed up. Charmaine, right. Okay, thank you, Ellie. She's on point. So, and she says, "You're my weekly counselor. Love it. Thanks for always putting me back on track." ESP. She says, "When I'm feeling not so high vibes," laughing out loud. I feel like I'm a counselor. Okay. Jerry Lee, she said, "I got spirits in my something. I feel them here, and my cats hiss. Who is it?" Oh, that's cool. Very, very cool. My dog actually sees spirit as well. Well, spirit annoys him, so he starts to growl. That's one thing that my dog does. He starts to growl when spirit's around, and I know straight away what's going on, because the spirit will always make it so that I know they're around, because they'll actually, it's like they get a probe and they actually point a stick at him, and they always constantly annoy him. So he's growling for no reason. There's nothing in front of him. It's just me sitting in a chair or something. So it's really quite bizarre. But that's how spirit will work. So welcome to the world of mediumship and spirit, guys. So we've got Wendy Harmer. She's watching. Thanks for joining me. We've also got here, she says, hello. Jerry Lee says, "In my home." Yeah, that's cool. So very cool. Cats and animals see it. Little kids see spirit all the time as well. You'll hear them, having a conversation with Mr. Invisible, which is really, really cool. So I've got Alicia. She says, "You are definitely loved. You do so much for everyone. Thank you." She says, I came across your show months ago while in the hospital. I love watching your show. I remember that, and listening to you help people. That's so beautiful. Thank you. Wendy Harvey says, I honestly can't remember. I believe it was simply meant to be. That's true. What else have I got here? So I'm going to go back to Deb. So I just saw another name similar. So Deb, I get the number 7 for you as well. So you got the month of July. I also see house, and I don't know why I just heard the word property. So property coming up, or if you're signing something, and I just saw contracts as well. So the contracts for you, just be careful with that if you're signing a contract for property, because every time I see a contract, it's either for a will, a job description, or you're doing renovations or something like that, or buying a property. So it's always around something that's significant. And I just feel like that going forward, you need to make sure you check all the clauses in the contract. Okay, that's really, really important. I don't want you to, even when the lawyer looks at the contract, I just want you to make sure that you double check it from what they're doing, because I don't want it to be that you get snookered by this. Okay. So, and I'm not trying to scare you. When I always see contracts, I always have red flags. So there might be something tiny in there that's going to be significant to them, but not to you. Okay. So, and I also see like the number 13 around you. So 1 and 3 is 4. So you got the month of April as well. And what's coming up on the medical side, you don't have to tell us here on the live, but you can send me a message later, because I feel like there's something not right either with the throat or the thyroid area, or you've got, just heard Hashimoto's disease or something like that with the throat. So what's going on there? Because I feel like I can't talk, and you can hear my voice. It's like my tongue's been pulled back, and I just feel like my throat is something's not right with the chest area and going down into the chest from the throat. And I also see like an elderly man here, and he's got a bit of a long nose. He's got light eyes, light skin, as well as he's got he's sort of like his hair's receded back as far as it can, and now he's got the side bit. So he's got all that front and side, but not the top, if that makes sense. And he's always sort of like got a hat on. He's always got a hat on, this man, okay? And I just feel like he's really embarrassed about himself losing the hair, but that's part of his character. And I know that you know that about him as well, okay? And I also get the number 14 around you. So 1 and 4 is 5. So you got the month of May as well. So I feel like last month, or just gone, it was the 30th today. So this month was an extremely busy month for you. And it also showed me pennies as well. So I see the little dollar signs coming through, but it's not going to be coming through until the end of July, early August. Okay. So that's the dollar signs. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. So do we have any validations there, Ellie? Not yet?
No.
Oh, okay, cool. All good. So we'll keep going. So if you have had a reading for me from in the past or anything like that, then come over to the page Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and post up your validations there. And if you've just joined my show, what we're doing is I'm sort of like celebrating my 200 show again, which is about 203 shows. So if you've been on my page for a long time and watched me for a long time in my lives, tell me how you found me, and tell me, why do you still come on the show? Like, what have I done for you to help you? Because it's really interesting for me. I like to know that, like, how I've helped people, and so I can better myself, so I can actually help more people in the future. I always stay away from toxic stuff. So it's not like I want to be around anything that's toxic anymore, or like not even anymore. I just don't do it. So I try and avoid all that stuff. So Laura D'Angelo, thanks for joining me. So, Rose Mahan, she says, I found you on Facebook, best thing ever. Oh gosh, you're going to give me a big head. Thank you. So Tracy Gibson, she said, so lovely to see you celebrated last night, Leslie. If drawn, could I please have some guidance from spirit? So Tracy, so what I get for you, Tracy, is wow, I don't know why, but I see white car, and I just said new white car. So what is going on with the car? Are you looking at buying a new car, or you've just bought a new car, or you need to get a new car? Because I feel like this new car, or somebody around you, is going to either have a white car or they're getting a new car. And it was really quite funny, because I read for one of the ladies last night off the live, and sure as ever, I said, are you getting a new car? Because I just saw a white car. She says, yep. I said, good. I said, because you're going to be so happy with it. It's going to be so good for you. So I also feel like for you there, Tracy, going forward, there's a few things in your trust circle, and I feel like these things in your circle are not quite I don't know. I just feel like they're not quite being as trustworthy as you expected them to be. So pull back the reins. Don't give them too much information. Okay, they're saying spirit's yelling at me, privacy, privacy. Keep it private, like this. So make sure that you've got the privacy that you need, because you're going to need it later on. Okay, you don't want people using stuff against you. And I also get the number 13 around you as well. So this is coming up tonight. So month of April, and also has your back of your hair been itchy, because I've just felt something run their fingers up the back of my hair. So has your head been itchy, or did you have that when you had a past loved one, that like a father figure that actually used to touch your hair or touch like the back of your head? That's what I'm getting for you as well. And I also feel like this father figure was tall. This guy was tall, dark brown hair and eyes as well. And I feel like this man had issues with the stomach, as I feel a little bit sick now. Wow. And you're suffering with anxiety. So pull back the reins there, lovey. Just make sure that you're not overcooking the carrots, as I would say. So not overcooking yourself. You need to pull back so that you can actually replenish yourself, so that you're better for everybody else later. And I'll leave that there. That's the message for you. Thank you. So what else have we got here? So if you've just joined me, I'm an international psychic medium. Come over to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and we're streaming across 8 platforms. So one platform tonight has 252,000 and one has 141,000. So that's, what's that, guys? You know I'm hopeless at maths. So that's 500,000 people. Imagine if I had that many on here. Gosh, I don't think I'd be able to cope. So Tony Desmore, she says, my birthday is the 7th of the 7th, 77. How cool is that? So you need to look up those numbers, those angel numbers, Tony. That's awesome. That is so brilliant. So Tara Roche says, hello, what do you see for me work-wise, and would love to hear from Spirit. So I see work for you. I feel like that August is going to be significant around work for you, and then October you're going to have change. So it's like August, September, October. So you've got between October and August is 2 months, and I feel like things are going to change for you. It's like a massive backflip. Show me all the coins flipping up in the air. So everything's going to flip up, and it's going to be heads or tails. It's like take your pick. That's what I see for you. I also get the number 11 and number 12 around you as well. So you got the 1 and 1 is 2, and 1 and 2 is 3. That's what I get for you as well. So, and I'll leave that there with you. I just feel like it's going to be good after October. Okay, so hang in there. If you're struggling with finances at the moment, don't worry too much, because I can see it all coming in. There's a little dollar signs coming through, so don't worry about that. And ask, believe, receive. They're saying to me to tell you, because you're asking, you're saying, I can't get a job, I can't do this, I want this, I can't do that, but you're not asking in the right fashion. Okay, I want you to go watch The Secret, like I ask everybody else to. That's really, really important. The Secret is amazing. So Elva, she said, I get more sleep paralysis when I live. I don't understand that. Usto. I have no idea what that means. Live. It was quite scary. I also I think it is, see a lot of different spirits, especially some that would laugh at me, telling them to leave my kids alone. I don't know how you do it every day. Well, we'll see. Even like, this is a thing, Elba. You've got to learn to put boundaries around your spirit guides and your spirit and the person that's coming through, the past loved one that's coming through for whoever you're near. Because if I had to, have all these spirits hanging around me all day, I would not be able to focus. It'll be chaos for me. So I have to put boundaries around them. I've got friends as psychics, and they actually, ask for spirit to come around 24 hours a day. They want to be woken up. They want to have everything 24 hours a day. And I say, I don't think so. I like my sleep, and I like to be in peace. So that's me. I just make sure that I tell spirit, make sure you give me everything between, 8 and 10 on a Sunday, 9 and 11 on a Monday, 10 till 12 on a Tuesday, and 8 till 10 on a Wednesday. Unless I'm doing a private reading, I want everything, So, but outside of those boundaries, I can't, because I don't want to be disturbed all the time. All I want is my spirit guide to protect me. That's it. So what have we got here? Okay, let's keep going. So Claudine Mickey, she says, urgently needing some guidance from spirit if anything is coming through from my current situations and near future. Claudine, so what's going on with you? Where's spirit now? Oh gosh, I feel like, okay, I just feel like things are going to change dramatically. I feel like this is a mindset thing for you as well, Claudine. And I want you to start thinking differently. So they're saying to me, pull back the reins with your mind. Okay, this is all about your mind, your head. And the mindfulness that you have right now is spiraling down. It's getting worse and worse, where situations get worse. So if you say to yourself, oh my God, I can't afford this, I can't afford that, for example, I'll just get by till the end of the week. I'm just going to get by till the end of the week. And now why does my eyes and everything feel so heavy and I can't see? I feel like that there's a lot of pressure on your head, at the forehead for you. And I just, I don't know why, but my ears keep crackling in this headset tonight. And I also just want to say too, I get the number 9 around you, so the month of September. And also the eyes, just, it's like you get flashes of lights in your eyes, or white, black dots, if that makes sense. And I don't know why there's a flash of light. It's really hard to see. And I also feel like for you, on my left leg, there's issues with the left leg. And I just want to say too, did you have either a strain or a sprain or something like that on your lower part of your left leg? Because I feel like that there. And when I push my foot up in the air, it's actually quite painful. It's like the ankle is quite painful. And yeah, going forward. So what's with the shoes as well? I feel like there's a new pair of shoes coming, or you just had a new pair of shoes. They're black. I know that sounds very general, but these ones here are higher than normal, and they're saying to me that you normally would not wear these. That's why they have to show me that. So who's the elderly lady as well that's in spirit? And I feel like this is a grandmother, and I feel like this lady has a long skirt, just what do you call it, just past her knees. And I feel like this lady had issues with the breathing as well as the lungs area as well. She's also given me bladder issues as well. And I feel like that there's something not right with her bladder, like bladder cancer or something like that. That's what I'm getting. And I'll leave that there. She says hi, and she says she's right beside you. Keep talking out loud. There's nothing that she's missing, okay? And she loves everything you do, and I'll leave that there. Over to you there, Ellie.
Yep, so I've got 2 validations. The first one is from Deb Krivalak.
Krivalak. Yeah.
She says, thank you so much. The 14th is my grandson's birthday, and May was a busy, difficult month. My daughter's birthday was on May 3rd.
Oh, right. Yes, fair enough.
Then there was another validation from Willow Penfold. She says, yes, I never drink water, only cups of tea. Describes my manager correctly. Dark hair, eyes, earrings, tall, fair, wannabe. He loves talking a lot about where he sees his team heading. The whole team is newly formed and are being observed regularly. Number 3, nothing. Nothing springs to mind, and we'll keep it in my mind. Thank you, Lesley.
Yeah, keep it in your mind. Absolutely. 100%. And all my numbers, they always end up coming true. So what else have we got here? Let me keep going. So if you've got a question, send it to me on the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. So I'm going over to now to my main page. Melinda Mann, she's feeling very stagnant at the moment. Will some change happen, please? This is what I've been talking about with your words, guys, and with your mindset. So when you say things feeling very stagnant at the moment, will some change happen? So you're actually planting the seed for nothing to happen. So you're actually sort of saying to spirit and the universe, stay neutral, stay where you are. Don't move, stay stable. Okay, so that stay static as well. So it means that you're not getting it to move. You're not getting it to move in the right direction for you. So when you say things like that, spirit's listening all the time. Even doesn't matter what you think, it's listening to your thoughts, and it's also listening to the way you actually you say things. Okay, so when you're talking there, is this one here? So when you're talking there, Melinda, you need to talk about things that are positive. So for example, I'm going to have an amazing day tomorrow at work. It's going to be brilliant because I know that I'm going to wake up in the morning and it's going to be brilliant. And I know that sounds, corny and whatever else, but that's exactly how spirit works, and that's exactly how the universe works, because it doesn't know left and right, doesn't know right from wrong. So when you're asking questions, will my life change? It's not going to change. It's going to sit stagnant like this for forever and ever, and it's going to keep going until you change your mindset. It's not going to change. Trust me on that one. I've been there, done that. I've worked it all out with spirit, and I talk to spirit, but it's not going to change unless you change your mindset. You need to start asking, believing, and let it go to receive it. But when you receive it, you need to feel it, that it's coming to you. So whatever you want that you want, say for instance, if you want that new white car, then you're going to feel it. You're going to feel yourself driving it. You're going to visualize yourself driving it. You're going to, visualize yourself going to pick it up, taking the keys, putting the fuel in it, things like that. So that's how you get what you want. Okay, so we've got Tony Densmore. She says, anything from my mum? She says she passed a year and a half ago, but I feel her around me a lot more lately. Anything? Yeah, that's beautiful. So mum's always there, guys. These spirits don't stay or hang around me. They stay and they hang around you. They only come to me when I go on a live show. So, and they always want to get the message across to you. So Tony, what I get for you, I just saw 22 and I just heard 17 and I just saw 23. So I had 3 numbers. That's why I paused for a second. So I've got the 4, the 8 and the 5. They're putting me to the test with all the numbers tonight, guys. So, and I also feel like for you that one of these numbers was a birthday or anniversary clearly. And I feel like this coming up to Christmas time. So the December mark and the Christmas time is really, really tough for you. And I also feel like the birthday, so the passing of your mum, I feel like that was close to someone's birthday. Okay, that's what she's saying to me. And I also see the handkerchief. So she's showing me like the white handkerchief, like what's another word for handkerchief? Is
hanky.
Hanky, is it?
I can think of.
Hanky or whatever it's called, not the handkerchief. So that's the old-fashioned one. She used to like a handkerchief. She used to use the male one. She showed me the checkered what do you call it, the checkered male one. And I also feel like there's issues with her speech or something, that she's had a stroke, because I feel like my whole right side is actually like I feel like I'm leaking saliva out the side of my face. Or who's that around you as well? And I also get the number 9 around you as well. So that's the month of September. So what's happening around September? Is that a memorial, or is that part of the passing of her or birthday around her? Or what's that significant to you? Because she's flashing 9 at me. She's saying, tell her about the 9 again. Oh, all right. So she's very, very cute. She's saying, I'm black and white. I did not beat around the bush. She says, I always had the love for you. I always had everything in point. She says, I miss everybody. But she says, when I left, she says, I was at peace. And I hope nobody thought that I wasn't at peace, she's saying to me, because she just wanted everybody to know that she didn't suffer any pain. And I also get the eyes with her as well. So did she wear glasses, or she was supposed to have glasses? Because she's saying, I was very vain. She says, I didn't want to wear them because it didn't suit me. So it was very rare. And she's like, because I can see her squinting, trying to see things. And I also get this wavy hair. Did she have wavy, or did you look like her when you were a little girl? Because I don't feel like that you looked as a lot now, but I feel like when you were a little girl, you were like a spitting image, or someone like, you were a spitting image of someone that like her, like a sister or the grandmother. It's like a generation thing that you look like. It's like every time someone has a girl, they always look like the last generation, if that makes sense. And I also see the photo too. Do you actually take her photo? Have you taken her photo and blown it up a bit, like to probably about the size of an A4? Because I see that and I say, oh, it's pretty. And she's looking to the right, and she's also got like, it looks like to me like a headband around her head, and her hair is short. It's a black and white photo, or a grey and white, I should say, black, grey and white. And I feel like this. She's just very pretty. She's showing me again. And the hair looks like it was a mousy color from where I'm seeing it, but she's looking to the right, and it looks like she was sitting there like as a to show you. Hang on a second, get this banner off. And she looks like she's sitting there with hands, like down on her lap, and that she's actually looking to the right, just posing for this camera. It's really, really pretty. And she only looks to me about, I don't know, 13, maybe 14 or something like that. Or is that you? Because she's showing me that photo. And I'll leave that there. The message for you is keep doing what you're doing, and don't stop in the middle, because it's no good stopping in the middle. Just keep pushing through and you'll be fine. That's the message for you, and I'll leave that there. Melinda McMahon, she says, my cat lets me know if spirit is around. 100%. Like, just look at your animals when they start doing weird things. It's usually because there's something around them, and they can sense that. Especially my dog. My dog can too, and my cat will just sit there and stare at the wall. But she's a poker face anyway. So over to you there, Ellie.
Yes, I have a validation from Tracy Gibson. She says, "Thank you so much, Lesley. Yes, I am very anxious at the moment and feeling itchy at the back of my head. My grandfather who passed was tall with dark eyes, and he did have stomach issues. He passed from bowel cancer. And I live at house number 13. Not sure about the new white car, but we'll keep that in mind. Thank you so much."
Yeah, wow, thank you. So we would like to come back in a minute. So you're listening to Alive 90.5 FM.
Alive 90.5. We all know paying for a funeral can be a financial burden. However, have you ever thought of paying off a prepaid funeral? With none of the ongoing premiums
You're right.
that is associated with funeral insurance, $1,000 can get you started. Phil's Family Funerals, a family-owned and operated business.
I'll try and catch up with this.
To make it easier for you, call 02-9659-0900. Ask for Richard Spaliviero or speak to one of the friendly staff members to learn how. Get assistance today. Call Phil's
That's
Family
cool.
Funerals. Station sponsor.
So Tony, I saw that. I keep getting sevens. Yes, can't help but think that's me. Yes, 100%.
Did you read for Tony Densmore?
What's that?
Did you read for Tony Densmore?
Yep.
I can't remember.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, no worries.
That was my last one.
Validation.
Oh, okay, cool.
Care about how much money you make, how good you look, or even how bright you are.
Leanne.
More assistance dogs.
Leanne Julia, she says, a friend referred me to you as the real deal because she had a reading and it was spot on. I have watched in amazement since. Thank you. Thank you. That's so cool.
Alive 90.5.
The Alive 90.5 Australian.
Okay, we're coming back in a second, guys.
At 9 p.m. every Tuesday night as a featured studio guest who is currently performing on the Sydney Music Tour. Tune in to hear some non-Sydney music, new album launches, news on up-and-coming festivals.
Well, I'll talk and then I'll put you
in.
Yeah. Studio guests are performing around town. That's every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. on Alive 90.5.
Alive 90.5.
And welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with international psychic medium Lesley Spaliviero. And if you'd like to have a free mini reading, then come over to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you'll see me there. So I'm going to put you back over to Ellie because apparently we've got another validation. It's cool.
Yep, so Tony Desmore, they said, my mum passed the day before her birthday, September 6th.
Oh.
She passed.
I said that, didn't I? I said that was
yeah,
close to a day.
She passed and the 7th was her birthday. Her liver shut down. She hated readers but had a ton of them. She had dark brown curly hair and her and I are twins in how we look. Oh my god, you're spot on. That's her most beautiful picture. She was looking to the right.
Oh, there you go. Yes. And I could see it crystal clear. She's still showing me the picture. She's very right here. She still wants me to tell you that. The picture was very beautiful. Tony, I think that she had like the headband on. I don't think I could see it. And I think she had a green color. That's what I want to say. Like, it looks like to me like a green dress. I can't quite see the color quite as good as I want to see it. Sometimes the mirror for me is very misty, as you know. So let me just come over to my main page here for a second. I'm just going to scroll down. So who else have we got here? So if you'd like to have a free reading, then come over to the main page, guys. Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. And if I've missed your reading, it doesn't mean that I'm ignoring you. It just means that I haven't seen the question. So make sure that you post the question again, but don't stalk me because I can't concentrate. So Chloe CJ says, good day from Meriden in Western Australia, our coldest winter's day so far. Wow, that must be cold. She says, kind regards, Aka Valerie. Okay, I haven't had a reading from you since early February. I would appreciate anything from spirit and your intuition. So Valerie. So what do I get for you? Gosh, it must be cold over there. Because if it's cold here, it'll be even colder over there. So what do I get for you? I get the number 8 for you, and I also get the number 4. So I also feel like for you going oh, wow. So going forward, there's a lot of stuff coming up for you. There's a lot of communication misunderstanding. So don't worry about that. Just let it write itself out, okay? Just push through and let it write itself out. And I also get the number 7 for you as well. So you got the month of July. So have you had pain in the neck and shoulder on your right side? Because I feel like I can't even get my arm up as well. Right side. And also, what's with the grinding of teeth? So they also show me that you grind your teeth when you sleep. It's like, oh, and you're really, really tight in the jawbone. So in everything, and when you push here in the sides of the jawbone, it actually feels like it's sore, and it feels like it's a bit not stressed or not, just like tight muscles. You know what I mean? So. And I also feel like there's a bit of communication gap dropping around an environment outside of work. Okay, so whatever that you're doing, I feel like this is a group thing. Whatever you're doing in a social scene, keep your mouth zippity zip, they're saying to me, because people are going to fire up. It's all about the moons, apparently. So people are going to fire up, and I feel like that going forward, it's going to catch you down. It's going to get you down and catch you up. Okay, if that makes sense. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. So Stephanie Rivers, she says, am I on the right page? I'm not sure what page you're on because I'm streaming across 8 platforms, but I just want to say thank you for joining me. I haven't seen your name before. So the main page is Psychics on Radio's Angels on Air. I've got Karen Wern here. She says, hi from the Whit Sundays. Thank you for joining me. So Stephanie Rivers, she says, hi Ryan, Mama loves you. Come through, son. Okay, so let's see. Stephanie. And Stephanie, why do I get my left ankle is really, really painful? So what's going on with the left ankle? Have you had an injury there, or has your son Ryan had an injury there? And I feel like this person, they're saying to me confusion was around at the time of passing. And there was a lot of people that were very sorrowful, and I feel really sick in the stomach right now. So what... have you felt sick in the stomach lately because you're worried about a lot of things? And I also see the money going out the door, and I see the empty pockets. The spirits just show me the pockets, and they pull up the pockets and they show them empty, and I can see that empty now. And there's a lot of things going on around you, but I just feel like going forward at the end of August, so push through. You need to push through with this, okay? So don't stop in the middle for this one, okay? You've got a few obstacles, but I feel like at the end of August, things are going to get much better. Okay, so lift that chin up and make sure that you've got that I always say the 2 centimeter rule, or the 2 millimeter rule. And if you can get your chin up 2 millimeters or up to the 2 centimeter mark, then you're doing well, because your spirits will lift. You'll start to feel more confident. Okay, when you got your chin down, you're always feeling down. And I just feel like there's a deficiency in you as well. I just heard iron deficiency, and I also feel like there's nutrients that have dropped. You're not eating well. Okay, you're not sleeping well. So when you're not sleeping well, it tells me that you're not eating well either. That's how I see it. And I also feel like that you see spirits as well. So I'm seeing the shadows on the right, and I also see you being like me, but you don't know how to use it. So you get a little message here and there, but you're not sure how to use it. Okay, and I'll leave that there. But if you want to acknowledge spirit, and then you send them off. Okay, if you're not 100% sure of pulling all spirits through, because now that they know that I know that you're like this as well as everybody else, they're going to start annoying you a little bit more. And I also see the countryside too. So what's out in the country? They're saying to me, little house on the prairie. So when I see the little house on the prairie, they show me the actual scenery, and it's like this little cottage on the prairie, and it just looks like to me that it's so it's a couple of little steps up, and it's a little clad home sort of thing, and it's also got like a little porch out the front, and the old-fashioned chair, the swinging chair out the front. It's like the old house on the prairie. That's what they're showing me. It's in the country, and I feel like this is just pushed back from the road. Okay, it's pushed right back from the road, actually. So that's what I see. Little house on the prairie, and I can't talk now. So what's with the throat around your son? So what's happened there around your son? Because I couldn't talk just then, and I feel like I'm having breathing issues, and I also feel like there was medication or drugs or something like that involved here, and I feel like this person's had some sort of relapse or something like that. I'm not sure what to call it actually. And there's a lot of anxiety around you. There's a lot of unanswered questions, and there's a lot of anxiety around you as well. But rest assured, the sleep that you're not having, and when you've got the restless legs, is because your son's sitting on the end of your bed, and I feel like that your son is always looking out for you. Okay, so you know that, and he's showing me the big angel wings, and he's put his wings around you. So sometimes you feel very warm, and when you feel warm, and there's no sun there, but when you feel that warmth, it's like there's a bit of wind behind you or something like that, and you feel that energy behind you, well, that's your son coming through. And just keep talking out loud to him, because he's going to be hanging around you for a lot longer than he is around me. And I'll leave it there. Thank you. So guys, come over to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and I'll see you there. So we've got Michaela Jones. So much love for you, for being brave enough to share your gifts to help others. Yes, 100%. So this is, when I first started doing this for radio, it was quite daunting, because, you sort of trust spirit. I trust spirit so much now that wouldn't matter what I said, I still know that I will get it. I will get it right, because that's what I do with spirit. And to be honest, when I first started radio, going back on my first show, it was over at another radio station down in Blacktown, and sure as ever, we used to record all our readings. They were live readings, but we used to record them so that we couldn't, have people call in. We used to try and get people to call in, because we didn't have the following on Facebook or anything like that first. It was quite hard to do, and learning the panel and everything like that. Now I just rock up to this radio stations, and I just say, you know what, let's do it, spirit. We're on. We're 9 to 11, and let's do it. I don't have to plan anything, because I know that I can trust spirit coming through. But you can just imagine, as an up and coming psychic medium, or anyone like that, if they're putting their necks on the line, because I put my neck on the line every single time I go live. Doesn't matter, because you can't take back anything that's live on a show, especially on radio, or especially on the live. Well, actually on the live feed, you can always delete it, but when it's out there on radio, you can't delete it. So I've actually got to trust my spirit 1000%, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be doing this here on the show. So that's why I say, it's a big call for me to be brave enough to do this. It's a big call for me to put myself out there and put my neck on the line, because if I say the wrong thing, or if I get it wrong, then spirit will actually, stop the messages, and then I'll also be kicked off air, I guess. So there you go. What else have we got here? So Leanne Julia, she says, a friend referred me to you as the real deal, because she had a reading and it was spot on. She says, I have watched in amazement since. So thank you, Leanne. That's beautiful. So we've also got here Teresa Ranieri. She says, do you have any spiritual messages for me tonight? I'd love a general reading as off to hospital tomorrow. You always make me feel better. Thanks, Leslie, for your help. You are genuine, caring, and a beautiful woman. It's lovely what you do for so many reaching out to you. Thank you. So Teresa Ranieri, I wish you all the very best for hospital. I've got a beautiful prayer from Wendy later, so I feel like this could be for you. And what do I get for hospital? I just feel like that, look, I've had my fair share of hospital when I went to hospital 4 times in 6 months for cancer, and had my 4 operations in 6 months. I have all the scars to prove it, that's for sure. And sure as ever, one thing that I knew was I was terrified when I went in there, but when I got the reassurance from the doctors, and they held my hand and they said, you're going to be fine, you're young, this and that, blah blah blah. That just sort of made me feel reassured. So what I suggest for you tomorrow, Teresa, is to talk to the doctors and ask them any question that you want, and just get a feel for it. Hold their hand and just say to them, don't do half job. Don't leave anything in me, and make them laugh, and then they will look after you, So that's what I said to mine. I said, make sure you don't leave no tools inside my belly, okay? So, but they were very caring, very loving, and I have to take my hat off to my surgeon. He was amazing, and he did all my 4 surgeries, and he was just absolutely brilliant. So I couldn't ask for any. He was very arrogant, but I mean, he was. I always find that the arrogant ones are always the ones that actually are the best in the world. So, which was very amazing for me. But take my hat off to you there, Teresa. You're very brave. Just keep your chin up, and like when you come out of surgery, it's very tough. and that's from my point of view because of what happened to me. But I was the youngest one on the ward when I was in hospital. But you're going to be the most fittest one on the ward. You're going to have the most positive outcome because you're going to have a lot of people supporting you, and a lot of people behind you. So when you've got that, it makes you feel better. But all what I can say is the quicker you get up, doesn't matter what surgery you have, the quicker you get up and get out of that bed and start moving, your body will heal so much quicker. It's like tenfold. So get your butt out of bed as soon as you can, as soon as you feel comfortable, and get moving so that you can actually feel 1000% better by the week. And I feel like you're going to be out of hospital within 7 days. That's what I get. And I'll leave that there. Right, anything else there, Ellie? Not yet? So send me your validations. Tell me how you found my page. Tell me how you came across me. It was my 203rd show tonight, and last night we celebrated for 200 shows, and this Wednesday it'll be my 100th Wednesday show. So how cool is that? What have we got here? Deb Krivenak says, thank you so much for the 14th is my grandson. I got that one. We've already done that one. So let me go forward. So if you've got a message and I haven't read for you, then come along to the page again and just post up your questions so that I can see them, because otherwise I miss them. I've got my streaming software here that does have a moment every now and then sure as ever my live feed on my iPad. So Mikola Jones, she says, I'm hoping from messages from the other side. I lost my way since losing the both of them. Feel I'm supposed to be on a completely different spiritual path, and I'm getting worse as I'm getting older. I have no idea how to fix myself in my life. First thing, Lovey, is to start feeling, put your head up, because you're looking down all the time. And when you look down all the time, it starts to take a toll on your soul. So when you start to have some confidence about yourself, you start to feel like there's a sense of being about yourself, like your soul lifts up. It's like the energy around you. And one thing that I highly recommend that gets me through things is playing loud music. Even though my daughter's a DJ, we get the music pumping up at home. We've got one of those, I can't remember what the jukebox things, whatever. It's not quite like a jukebox. It's a big LD system thing, but we pump that music up in the house, and sure as ever, our house is soundproof, so thank God. But we put that music up really loud in the house, and sure as ever, it just lifts your spirit. So whenever you're feeling down, you need to get that music up loud so that you can start to feel the energy from the songs. And no Suki Lala songs, just get that music up loud so that you can actually start to feel good about yourself. And I'll leave that there, because I just feel like things are going to go a lot better once you get your mindset straight. Okay, so. And the spiritual path is coming through. That's what's going on. It's like you're changing through different levels of the awakening. And sure as ever, it's like you'll wake up and get one day and go, oh my God, I'm a medium, or oh my God, I'm a psychic, So once that happens, you'll start seeing things more, and you'll start getting more messages, and things will start to, make sense to you. Because I feel like that this is the confusing phase, and that you're getting things that are not seems right, and you're sensing stuff, and things are coming up that you're feeling, and you're not quite sure of what to do or what to say, because you're going, is this deja vu, or is this me thinking it, or is this me predicting it, or whatever? So that's what will start to happen to you. Welcome to my world. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. But I just feel like that you're going to be 100% totally fine by August. Things are going to start to backflip for you. You're going to go, oh my God, what was I thinking? This is where I want to be. This is what I want to do. So keep your chin up, lovey. All right. So what else have we got here? Lorna Hearn, she says, I was scrolling Facebook back in February. My life was sent into a whirl, and somehow there you were, my angel with guidance. I've tried to watch every live, but haven't been successful. But if I miss something, my sisters let me know. Laughing out loud. My family and I are truly your number one fans from, here we go, this word, Auckland. Oh God, you're right there, Ellie. Shouldn't sneeze. Auckland. Oh God, I can never get that. Auckland. Never get that one. But thank you, Lorna, and thank you to your sisters for following me. I really appreciate it. All the way over there. I'm just going to say over there now, because I can't say that word to save my life. But anyway, we'll leave it there. So So Teresa Renew, she says, I've known you as a teenager. I was in the same years in high school. You were also strong, and I remember your carefree nature and very sporty at school. She said, very liked and approachable by our peers. Found fond memories of you. Thanks to Facebook for we reconnected again, but would love to see you in person one day. Your workshops interest me, maybe sometime in the future. Or speaking of workshops, I'm doing one this Saturday. So if anybody wants to join the workshop, they need to go to the page Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you'll see my event section there, and you can join the workshop. I've also got a ghost tour coming up in June, as well as I'm putting together my psychic PT stuff, so my psychic personal training stuff, and I'm also going to call for a super group. I actually thought about this on the way over here. So super group, the people that actually want to get ahead in life. So if you don't want to get ahead in life, you just want to sit in automatic mode, then you sit in automatic mode. But if you want to get ahead, I'm going to be doing some stuff in the future. It's not right now. I'm planning this. So a super psychic group, okay? That will be coming up in the future, and it's all about changing what you want. So for example, if you want to change the way you look, or if you want to change the diet, or if you want to change your weight, if you want to change how to not to stop smoking, if you want to change to do this or do that, that's where that's going to come into play. Okay, so I'm going to push that through, because I feel like that people need that more than anything else in these days. Because once you have, the confidence in yourself, everything else just, ticks along like a heartbeat. It doesn't miss a beat. And once you start getting that mindset right, so we start from the mindset and we build up the mindset, as well as the body, as well as everything else around you. Everything else will flow. It's just beautiful. So that's what I'm doing. And if you have any suggestions for me, then send it to me. If you want me to do something different one night on my show, send that to me as well. That would be amazing to know that. So let me keep going into the readings now, because I feel like I've got to do someone. Okay. Any right there, Ellie? A validation? Okay, I'll let you find it while I do this. Okay, let me just scroll forward. So if you've got a question, send it to my Psychics on Radio Angels on Air page, and I'll hear you there. I'll see you there. Sorry, what am I saying here? I'm saying hearing because I've got this static noise that's absolutely annoying me in my ears. Do you have that, Ellie? Do you have the static? Yeah, what's going on with it? I don't know what's going on.
Something to do with either
It's
connection
absolutely
or something.
killing my ears. That's why I've got half my headset on.
That's me as
Pardon?
well. Got half of it on.
Oh, she's got Ellie's got the same as me.
Yeah, I found it.
That's cool. So let me keep scrolling forward. Did you do the Tracy Gibson validation, that one there?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
And I found the one I think.
Okay, awesome. Over to you, Ellie.
Yep.
Well, I
so
find it.
Monique, I can't say the last name. Her says, I'm not sure about the relevance to the Pram and Vases Bible. Think on it. I'm feeling uneasy about where I stand with the man I'm seeing. Will it work?
Okay. Yeah, right. Uneasy about the man that you're seeing. Then don't do it then, lovey. Well, if you're in a relationship with somebody and it doesn't feel right, get out of it. That's 100%. If you're meeting a new person and you said that it doesn't feel right, then don't go. Don't get involved. And you follow your gut, because if you don't follow your gut, you're going to not sort of it's not going to be right later. You're going to regret it. That's how I feel. I've got Michelle Miles, and she says, I would absolutely love to hear from my best friend who passed away. I never had a reading from you because I'm newer. If you have a chance, I would absolutely appreciate it. So Michelle Miles. I haven't heard that name before, Michelle. And I don't know what this static noise is in this headset, but it's really balking me. So Michelle, what else do we have here? Let me try. So I get the number 10 around you, and I get the month of October as well. So what's coming up in October that's significant around you? And I feel like this might be around your friend. Okay, it's either a birthday or the anniversary of your friend. And I also feel like for you, September is significant as well. So is there a birthday? I just got number 9 as well. So September is 9 and the 9. So I also feel like there's an anniversary or birthday coming up there as well. And I want to say too, just going forward, this young person, I just feel like this young person left before they were supposed to. That's what I get, you know, and I just feel like there's a lot of sorrow, there's a lot of heartache in the family, and I see everyone still, people just still crying, you know, and I feel like you do that as well. And do you cry when you drive home or when you're in the car more? Because I see you like driving and I see you lying in bed and I just feel like there's a lot of pressure on my head. It's like my head's in a clan, like in a vice. That's what I'm getting. It's not a pain like a headache, like a migraine or anything. It just feels like I've got pressure on my head. And I feel like there's possibly a head injury. And I also feel like the eyes as well. So something's not right with the eyes and also down the spine. So he's showing me the spine now. And I feel like either the broken neck or broken spine or something like that. Because I feel like there's something not right about the backbone. And my jaw has just cracked as well. So that was really painful as well. So my right side of my jaw is cracked, and I feel like someone's either punched them in the face or beat them or something like that. This just doesn't make sense. It's like they've just wrung them out. It's just showing me wringing out clothes. So what does that mean as well? Yeah, and I also get the number 12 around you. So you got 1 and 2 is 3. So you got the month of March and also the December as well. And I'll leave that there. I just feel like this person is long time gone, and I just feel like this. Actually, they said to me 2 years. So what's 2 years to you? A long time gone, and that's, you know, it's like you regret not saying everything to them. And I feel like this person is also significant to somebody else that's close to your family, like a sister or brother as well. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. But just rest assured, they're always there. They're always beside you. They're not beside me, that's for sure. And I'll keep going. So there's that Tony one there. Did you get that one?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. What have we got here? So Karen Riley, she says, sorry, I'm running late. Haven't been feeling too good. Shared out far and wide. Thank you. Karen, go and get some Bragg's apple cider vinegar and put some water with that and just have a couple of sips of that. That'll make you feel better. I just can see you doing it if you're not already doing that. Diane McKenzie says, Lesley, it's Diane McKenzie. In case you weren't drawn to my first question, I have another. My dear friend Sandy Girls passed over in September 2019. Will Sandy come through for me, please? And thank you. So guys, send me your questions to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and then I will be able to hear your messages, see your messages, and hear from Spirit for you. I feel like a zombie tonight. I don't know what's happening with this ear set here, but it's really quite loud and painful. It's balked me. So I don't know why, but I get Hastings. Why do I get Hastings? Hastings. I have no idea what that is, but I just saw that flash up in front of me. I also get 12 around you, Diane. So 1 and 2 is 3. And I feel like there's a lot of pressure on the chest here. So the month of March and the pressure on the chest, and I feel like it's not like a heart attack. I feel like this has been crushed, and I feel like this chest has actually gone in because I can feel the pressure in my chest. It feels like it's been squashed. Okay, the chest pain, and it's like they can't get their breath. There's no breath. It's like they've been crushed or something along those lines. Okay, and I feel like this was in a car accident. And I also see a dark blue car. If you're driving a dark blue car, please go and get it checked, because I want the car to be perfect within 2 to 4 weeks. Now, what does 2 and 3 mean to you? Or 23. So 2 and 3 is 5. So you've got the month of May. So the dark blue car, I really want that fixed, or unless this was the car of an accident. Okay, so, and Hastings. What does Hastings mean to you? I don't understand that one. I've never seen that one before, but I just feel like that's, you know, something significant to you or around you. So I also get the number 6 in the month of June. So June is going to be very busy. So brace yourself. And I feel like there's anniversaries and birthdays coming up in June as well. And I'll leave that there. Anything to say, Ellie? Yep. Over to you, Ellie.
So there was a validation from Michelle Miles. She says she doesn't know about October. September 2nd is one of her kids' birthdays.
Yeah.
And one of them OD'd. She always cries and she's heartbroken about it.
Yeah, right. Poor thing. Yeah, that's really sad. This is the sorrow, that people have when they want to, try and eliminate pain out of their life, and then they still suffer. But most of the time, the past loved one's on the other side, and sure as ever, they don't want you to be like that. They don't want you to be in sorrow. That's why they come through to us mediums. So when they're coming through, we feel everything, or I feel everything, and I've got to be careful with what I say on radio as well as what I say on my live shows, just to sensitivity levels. And it's really quite tough for people out there. And everybody, sometimes, like, this is why I try and lift up my shows and make it a lot better, because the people out there that are always suffering, it's always a downer for me, because if someone's upset about a past loved one, that's always a downer, that's a low vibration for me. Whereas I try and lift things up, so that I put my PT hat on and I lift things up so that people can actually feel a lot happier. So Michaela Jones, she says, I'm hoping for messages from the other side. I lost my way since I've done that one. Okay, let's keep going. So Linda Smith, she says, I'm from Kentucky. Thanks for joining me. She says, Stephanie Rivers, she says, your voice is soothing. Thank you. Set alarm for this middle of the night. Need my son. His departure has tortured my soul. Yeah, I know. She says, I know he was close first 300 days. Yeah, beautiful. I know, lovey, I feel it. So Michaela Jones says, feel I have an attachment, one of the people I lost tragically, but I don't mind him feeling entrapped here with me somehow. That's right, lovey. So Summer Dawson says, am I on the right page? Yes, you are. Well, I don't know what page you're on, but there's 8 that I stream on. But I can see you on my streaming software, not on my main page. So if that makes sense, so I don't think you're on the main page. Linda Smith, she says, Facebook started looking for a medium after my boyfriend of 9 years passed away January the 7th. Fair enough. So Chloe CJ, evening, bitterly cold here. I've done that one. That's confusing, Summer. I don't know how, Summer, Summer, are you on the Psychics on Radio Angels on Air page? Because I can only see you on my broadcasting software, not on the main page. I don't understand.
She's on the Spaliviero one.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, you're on the Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero page. That's why you're not on the main page. So jump over to that page. Ellie Grace, yep, she's okay. I saw what you put there. Thanks, Ellie. What else have we got here? We'll leave that there. So Wichita Creek, she says, oh, I think a lot do this. They must concentrate on other social media streams primarily. What does that mean? I wait patiently, then I will delete my comments as I just get scammers after someone's live. Yeah, that's like me. Exactly. I know exactly what you mean. So that's what happens, guys. So if you ever get asked a question, I will never run after you and ask you to be my friend. There's a lot of pages out there that are fake and that they mirror or they mimic psychic mediums so that they can rip you off. And there's a page out there with my name, Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero. It's almost identical to my name, to my page as well, and except for it's got psychic hyphen, a little tiny hyphen in between the psychic and the medium. And that's how you'll know. They can't spell my name right, and they also put little duvalakis in there so that you can actually be misled and think that you're on my page, but you're not. And then they ask you to register and pay money and whatever else. So don't get sucked into these trolls. I call them trolls. And I actually call them out, and I take a photo of them and I put them up on my troll album in my page. So you can see all the ones there that are doing the wrong thing by you guys. So Teresa Ranieri, she says, thank you, Leslie. She says, I feel positive about tomorrow and I'd love a prayer later. She says, I do always try and make a joke with the doctors, and I will tell him to make sure he doesn't leave anything behind. That's what I did. So good luck tomorrow there, lovey. Let us know how you go. So Jenna Hamilton says, hey, I would love a reading, please. So what do I get for you? I get the number 12 around you and 13. So 1 and 2 is 3. So you've also got 4. So you've got March and April if those numbers don't resonate. And I also feel like for you, car is an issue right now. They're also giving me left pain in my big toe, like on the bone of the big toe, and on the left side of the foot toe, and my throat is really sore. So what's happening with the throat around you or with someone around you? Because I feel like there's either something's been pushed down. I can see a tube down the throat, and I can also see oxygen on the face. And I also feel like there's issues with this person going forward with throat and into the chest, because I feel like my chest is burning. Okay, and I also feel like for this person too, they've been lying down so long that when they move, they're all stiff and they all crack. Everything just cracks, So get them up, get moving. If that's you, get up and get moving, because that's going to change your life. Okay, and I feel dizzy around you as well. So what's going on? What's going on with that? With the dizzy part there, Jenna? So I just feel like that things are not right around you at the moment, and also it's taken a toll on your soul and your head. So things are not right. It's like a relationship that's gone up and down, pear shape 1 minute, happy the next. Everything's just it's on a weird cycle, and I feel like this is narcissism within the family and narcissism externally as well, and possibly a relationship, because I just see relationship and the roller coaster. So, or you've been through that, and I'll leave. Courtney Ashton, she says she's watching. Amanda Buckshot, she's watching. Okay, so tell me how you guys came across my page, and tell me what suburb, state, and country you're from, and how you discovered me, because it's really interesting to know, because I stream off so many pages, and yet half the people tell me that they've heard you guys found me. Cool, just keep October in your mind. Okay, Melissa Marsh says September is 2 of my kids' birthdays. Wow. There you go. So Michelle Marsh said he overdosed. That's what I got, and that he always that she always cries. That's what I got. Lovey, I know your heart is broken, Michelle, but trust me, this person was not clear in the mind either, okay? And I know that you miss them, and I know that there's sorrow and there's pain, but this person was not clear in the mind. That's what I want to say to you. Just was not, just suffering, their own sorrow. Danielle Pearson says, hello, Lesley. I came across you by scrolling on Facebook. You were just drawn to me. She says, you are amazing. Do you have any messages for me tonight, please? Thank you in advance. Thank you, Danielle. So we're over the page. So Danielle Pearson. Okay, so I get the number 11 around you. Have you been seeing 1111 or 1.11? All those different kinds of numbers, 12.12, things like that. So whatever the numbers that you're seeing, look them up, because they're the angel numbers, and I just feel like they're coming along a lot more because you're noticing them. So Spirit's showing you more messages, okay? And that's their part of their support thing, to say we're right behind you, but hang in there, So. And I'll leave that there with that one. But the numbers are going to be good for you. So look them up on your not Facebook, but on the Google. I call it Dr. Google, but look them up on Google so that you can see what they mean, because I feel like these numbers are really significant for you. And also going forward, what is the number 2 around you? So I feel like the month of February is also very important. And do you own a white car? I just saw the white car and I saw it facing the left, and they show me the same theme. Cars, doesn't matter which person I read for, it'll always face to the left, and then they'll flash the color at me. So they always show me the car facing the left, and they'll always show me the color or the wheels, or they'll highlight the wheels, or the overall car will get highlighted, so I know something's not right with the overall car. And I had this a few months ago where a person said to me, oh, Liz, I've just got a new car, there's nothing wrong with it, blah, blah, blah. I said, oh, okay, I'll just keep that in mind. I said, and sure as ever, I said, just watch out the next 2 to 4 weeks like I normally do. And sure as ever, this car they took it to get the tires looked at. And sure as ever, it had a huge split in the tire, in the back tire, where you would never have seen it unless someone got under there and had a look. So that was very lucky for that person. and they sort of believe me after that. Janet says, I'm from New Zealand. Hastings is here in New Zealand. That's, oh, wow, that's so cool. And that's exactly what I wrote down. There it is right there. So there it is right there. I don't know why I had to say it, but I got the name of the suburb where you live. That's pretty cool. Thank you. And I said to Spirit tonight, I said, you know what? I want to know all the suburbs. I want you to give me all the numbers. I want you to give me all the suburbs, and I want you to give me all the actual names of people. You know, I don't get the names very much, and sometimes I second guess myself with them ones. I don't trust him too much with that one, but I like to get everything. You know, so she said, Melissa Espanza. I'm reading for Danielle Pearson right now. So my car is gold. Okay, that's cool. So who have we got here now? Chloe CJ, she says, I don't think we're on the right page. I've had a look on the main page. Yes, you're on the main page now there, Chloe. I can see you there, lovey. So we've got here. Okay. Karen Riley says, thank you, Leslie's much appreciated for the tip. I have already had some apple cider vinegar. There you go. I just saw that, and I just saw you drinking it, so that's why I said it. That's cool. But I feel like that's going to be better for you. So if anyone's suffering with any gut issues, apple cider vinegar, the Bragg's, BRAGGS, is the best brand for a beautiful probiotic for the gut. It's just amazing. But you must have it with water because it's so potent. It's very acidic, so it's very, very potent. It'll burn your throat. What have we got here? Yes, that's right, Chloe. I'm still getting through all my gifts. I've got 60 of them to do. So yes, well, you should have got yours by now. I'm pretty sure that I sent yours out, actually. So we'll keep going. Yes, so who's that? Somebody's asking me for a card or general guidance. Please, I don't use any cards. I don't need to use cards. I just go straight from Spirit. So Melissa Espanza, she's from California. We've also got here Lauren. I am from Detroit, Michigan in USA. I came across your page on Facebook. Thank you. We've also got here Karen Riley. She says, Lesley, if you're guided by Spirit, could I please have a message from my brother-in-law? It's his anniversary tomorrow. He's so loved and missed. Yes, Karen. Why do I get anxiety around you, Karen? And why do I feel like there's you're asking questions why as well? So why is the questions not getting answered? That's my question. Questions and answers, that's what I'm getting. And I feel like there was police involved here. So I feel like I see police, like 2 police officers coming to the house at the front door. It's like knocking on the door. Yeah. That's really, really significant. And it's like you got the shock. It's like the shock, it's like the shock of your life. You see the police and you go, oh my God, what have I done wrong? But it's not you, actually. It's about somebody else. And I also see birthday cake. So whose birthday is coming up? It's like a milestone cake. Like a 21st or a 30th. I get 21 and I just got 30 as well. So who's that around you? I feel like it's coming up in October. And I feel like that's going to be a male. Okay. And I also feel like for you going forward, there's a lot of little hiccups coming up, but you're going to get through them. And it's just like the everyday normal hiccup stuff. But sometimes they just take their toll on you more than they should, So put your chin up, kick yourself up the butt and say, you know what? I'm not going to let nothing let me down or get me down. I'm going to keep going. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. So Danielle Pearson, she says, yes, I have seen multiple numbers. Also, 11 is my birthday. There you go. So I wrote down that 11, top of the screen, top of my page there. So not sure about the white car. No one has a white car in my family. It doesn't need to be family. The first person that comes to mind there about the white car. Okay, so they need to get that fixed and they need to have it done within 2 to 4 weeks. And I'll leave that there. So Karen Riley says he was in a motorbike accident. It's my nephew's birthday, 27th of June. Right, okay. Wow. Fair enough. Yes, Wendy Harvey, this prayer is very important tonight. Not of one, but for many. Yes, it's beautiful. So Wendy Harvey always writes all my prayers. I've got Jess Black that always sends me the beautiful, the bracelets and things like that, so that I can share them with you guys and send them out. And we had an issue with the post. I had one of my followers send me a message, would have been about 2 weeks ago, saying that from 2 months ago they only received the gift, and I couldn't believe it. So, and then I had Dwayne Mercer asking me, he says, "Oh, Lesley, did you send the gift?" I said, "Yes, I sent it ages ago." And I said, "Have you checked the mailbox?" I had a feeling it was in the mailbox. And he goes, he went and had a look and sends a message later and says, "Yes, it was in my mailbox." I go, "Oh my God, why don't you check your mailbox?" Oh my gosh. So we've also got here, Nicole Stench says, love my grandma. It's her anniversary today when she passed away. She says, "Love a message, please. Love her so much." So Nicole. And I feel like for you, Nicole, there's just a few little hiccups for you as well. And I also get left ankle pain as well for this lady or yourself. And I also feel like there's a bit of disappointment in your family as well. And that's just like around work, or, things are just not going in the right direction for you right now. But I feel like things are going to change. It's all about you stepping up, not looking at all the negative stuff, and just pushing forward so that you know that once you get all your ducks in a row, you know that everything's going to be okay. And I don't feel like that there's going to be much that you can actually, do with the situations around you. You just got to let them ride it out. Once they ride themselves out, nothing that's traumatizing lasts forever. It always comes out. The truth will come out eventually. And I feel like this is going forward. It's just going to be a lot better for you after August. And I also get the 8th around you. So 8th of August or the 8th month. I'm not sure what's the 8 to you. And I also see, I don't know why, an elderly lady with glasses as well. And this lady used to wear her glasses just on the front of the nose. Okay. And I feel like this lady had issues with her ears. It's like she's saying to me that her ears, she was quite deaf. She said, "Hello." She'd also have that really loud voice, okay, because she couldn't hear herself. So she'd have the louder voice. The voice would be even louder than normal. So, and she's just saying hello. She's saying everything's fine on this side of the fence. And she says, I'm watching you. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. So you're listening to Lesley Spaliviero. I'm an international psychic medium. If you want to have a free mini reading, then come over to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you'll see me there. We're streaming across 8 platforms tonight. And if I've missed your question, then actually please put it up again so that I can see it, please. So we've also got here, what else have we got here? I've got here Summer Dawson. She's Ellie Grace. That's what I did. Okay, so where's Summer's question? Has she got a question there?
Yeah,
Oh, here it is. Do you know where the main page? Oh, she's asking about the main page.
Further up, so it should be and Austin.
So I'm just looking at the system here. So we've got.
I think Summers was just like, "Do you have any?" I think Summers was like, "Do you have any messages for me tonight?" or something.
All right, we'll just do a general for Summer. I don't know if she's still listening, but we'll still on the page because I can't see her now. So we'll still keep going. So what I get for you, Summer, is a number 11, and I also feel 10 is significant as well. So October is going to be very busy for you this year. And I feel like there's also some disappointment in October coming, but I think you already know about that. And I also feel like for you too, there's stuff going on around the house. And I just feel like that the more you get involved with the stuff and not pull your weight as well, the more it's going to be a little bit traumatizing, a bit chaotic for you. So, and I also see like in the kitchen, it's you eat some food and you don't put everything away. It's like everything's building up in the kitchen or where you're living at the moment. So kitchen's a mess. And the person that's on the other side was very OCD. So they used to love to have everything in order. Okay, so this person was OCD. And they also give me the number 12. So you've got the month of December. And I feel like the 1, 2, and the 3. So the month of March is significant as well. And I'll leave. Oh, there she is. So I thought she wasn't there. So she says, "Yes, I'm here." And I also feel like for you, so what's with the hair? Because it just showed me a lady, or it's yourself with the hair, and it's wavy hair, not a lot of waves, but it's actually just past the shoulders. And I feel like there's something not right with the hair, or you've just got it done, or you're thinking about changing the hair, or somebody around you's just changed their hair color. And I also get the anxiety around you as well. And the car that you're driving, is there issues with the wheels or something like that? Because I feel like there's something not right with the car that you're driving. And this looks like a dark colored car. And I also have my jaw, like, feels like my jaw cracked, and something's not right with the jaw as well here as well for you. It's a dark colored car. If that's not your car, it's the car around the first person that comes to mind around you. And I feel like this anxiety is going to get the better of you sooner or later if you don't start to control it. So look at the nutrition side of things. Look at things that are actually making you feel sad. And once you start to pull the things apart, it's like pulling apart a cake, you know. Pull it, like they say, pull apart bread. You pull things apart out of the bread, and then sure as ever you get a nice piece, and then you get a piece that doesn't taste so good, and then you get the crust, and then you get the stale bit. You know what I mean? So that's what's happening with you at the moment. I just feel like going forward that you need to pull back everything and go, you know what, where do I want to be? What do I want to do? And how am I going to do this? And then ask Spirit, because Spirit's going to come through, and Spirit's going to do that for you. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Jazz Allen, can I receive a message, please? So Jazz, I feel like for you going forward, there's number 22 and the number 23. So I saw 22 and I wrote 23. So that was really quick, Spirit. Thank you. So we've got the month of May and the number 5, and we also got the month of April as well and number 4. So what do those numbers mean to you? And why do I get Sharon or Shaz or Cheryl? I don't know why. I don't know. I always see a Sharon when there is a Sharon. Cheryl or something like that. I always see those names and the James. I always get the James and the Cheryls around people when that's got that. I know it's a common name, but I only say it when there's people around them with the same name. I also get Anne around. So who's Anne? Queen Anne or Elizabeth Anne or something. Who's that around you? And I also see things going forward for you, and I feel like that there's a lot of changes coming up with regards to work and situations around work, and I feel like that things are going to get better. It might feel like you're going down and spiraling down into the hole, and you know things are a little bit rocky, but I just feel like going forward there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to change for you, and it's going to be really good because I see that there's a big smile on your face, you know. And so when you'll know when it's right, because you'll start to say, oh my God, you know, I never believed that this would happen. It's like a surprise that things are starting to go well for you. And I just feel like the smile is what's going to once you start smiling at people, things are going to start changing, because your face is kind of, they're showing me as a poker face right now, and there's no smile, there's nothing. So cheer up, put that big smile on your face. Make sure that you're sending off that vibration back, because people are actually relying on you to be that kind of person. They don't want to be treading on eggshells around you. It's hard enough, you know, when you work with people or when you're in a relationship with someone and you're always on eggshells. It just doesn't gel, you know. And then they get short with you, or they start talking, and you know, they just don't appreciate what you do for them, you know. And you try really hard to do what you do, but you've got to, you know, pull back the reins sometimes. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. So any validations there, Ellie? Not yet. What else have we got here, guys? So we're nearly finished tonight. So we'll be leaving in a few minutes, and we'll have a beautiful prayer. So Ellie's going to remind me about the prayer.
I was about to.
Okay, thank you. We've got Crystal Brown Moore. She says, one day little Nicole will come through when she is ready, and her truth will finally come out 37 years later. I'm in due time. We'll get them, Nicole. Oh, I love you. Wow. So Chloe, she says, I'm feeling spirit around me lately. I'm not too sure who it is. I don't know that I have a few people in living that are harassing me, but I do get goosebumps when spirit is around me. Not sure what they want to tell me. Just ask them. That's what you do, is you ask them. Just show me a sign. This is how you start off, you know. So show me a sign. Give me something that I can go on. Give me some guidance. You're looking after me. Are you protecting me, you know? So that's what I say to my spirit. If I'm not in flight, which is, you know, when I'm on my shows, I say, please just protect me, my family, my pets, all my animals, my daughter, everything about protection is in full flight. It's in 100% mode. So I don't want it not to be. And I can't tell you how many times my spirit has saved me, like walking into a spider web in the middle of the dark. And all I heard was spider, spider, spider. And sure as ever, I stop in my tracks and look up because I was looking at the floor so I didn't trip over. And sure as ever, there's this huge spider right in front of my face, literally a couple of inches from my face. So that's just one time that they've saved me. And then another time I was in the car, and I think I've told this story before, where one of my old work colleagues, he was about 65 years of age, and I was driving to a customer. And I surely I said to him, we'll get there, we'll go this way, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we go this way, we go a certain way. And at the lights changed green for me to go, but I couldn't move off the spot. I was literally paralyzed to the car. I actually couldn't even talk. I couldn't move. I could not even put my foot off the brake and put it onto the clutch, the accelerator. I couldn't do anything. And I just sat there for 10 seconds. And my work colleagues looking at me as if to say, how come you're not driving? How come you're not going? And sure as ever, the car on our left, because we drive on the left side of the road here in Australia, the car on my left, which was on his side, took off like a bullet. And I was just watching them take off. And then all of a sudden, a car from the right side of us that we couldn't see around the bend had gone through a red light and just missed the car that took off. So if I would have went, I would have been hit by that car for sure and killed. I'm 100% because wasn't slowing down. He was doing like 80 kilometers an hour. It would have hit on my right side. And sure as ever, I probably would have been dead by now. So that spirit, and I just could not move. It was like the seatbelt had pulled really tight on me. My hands, I could not move my hands at all. My whole body was paralyzed in the seat, and that's spirit doing its beautiful thing. So, there you go. So Selena Naves, she says, "Hi Lesley, I know you've been speaking to me about this issue with breaking the lease they offered to let me out. Beautiful. They finally put the house for re-rent. Do you see this ending soon finally?" Yes, I do. But it's going to be a little bit longer, like another couple of weeks. That's what I get. Okay, so hang in there. You just worry about having that baby. Is that a validation there? Did you see that one? No?
That's the one I was
Gonna read?
tell you. I've got three
Okay.
validations.
All right, over to you then, Ellie.
Is Jim Tim Nicole?
Yes, Nicole Sten. That's right.
So Nicole Sten, she says, yes, very true, tough time for me at the moment. I'm trying to get ahead with it all. Yes, the 8th of August is my twins' birthday. My twins are going to be 8, and the old lady is my grandma. She had glasses, and yes, she was watching me all the time. And yes, I knew she was watching me. Still, she gives me a sing to her to go to her before she passed night before.
Yeah, right. Is that all?
Yeah.
One more?
There's 2 more.
Oh, there's 2 more. Wow, go.
So Summer Dawson, she said, yes, there is something wrong with my car. I've been thinking it was my tires. And yes, my anxiety is bad. At times, I feel like I'm going to have a nervous breakdown. I clean my kitchen every day, but it does seem to stay messy because of my kids. Thank you, Leslie. Lesley, you're awesome.
Oh, well, thank you.
Then Selena says, hi, Lesley. I stood my ground with the company and sent an email about this issue with breaking the lease. They offered to let me out finally, and they were going to put the house for re-rent. Do you see this ending soon? I think you got that one. Did you?
Possibly. I'm not sure. Possibly.
That was everything I had.
Yes. So I'm just reading some of the comments here on Facebook, and some people, like if you're a scammer or if you're, a troll or things like that, there's no point even bothering to just trolling me or whatever. They just cannot help themselves. If you're so good and you're a troll, then why aren't you doing shows yourself? That's how I see it. So what else have we got here? I've also got here Crystal Brown-Moore. She's first time here. Thanks for joining me. We're also going to do this prayer that Wendy Harvey sent me and then we're going to leave for the evening. So I'm just going to pull up this prayer now. So let me just see what she's got. She's got some funny prayers for me, this lady. And it was right at the start of the show that she put up that funny prayer. So, but the prayer for night is called Tonight. She says, I feel someone let me grab this computer closer. She says, I feel someone on tonight's live feed. Your hands on your head. I feel your need. Someone here has maybe lost. Oh, hang on a second. I'm going to make that a bit bigger. She says, someone here has maybe lost someone they love. You need to hear their presence from heaven above. Know that they walk right by your side, walking in your footsteps right behind. The laughter you shared throughout the years, please hold on to that as you shed your tears. No need to cry as they now feel peace. Do what you must as you gently release. Remember, tomorrow is a brand new dawn. Try to heal your loss as you quietly mourn. I feel your lost tears, grief, and your sorrows. Keep moving forward, dear, to meet your tomorrows. Well done, Wendy. That's beautiful again. So I'll leave that there, and I just want to say thank you to everybody that celebrated with me last night for my 200 plus shows. I've got my beautiful trophies right beside me. As you can see, I've got my 100 show trophy and also my 200 show trophy. And I'll leave that there. And any other validations there, Ellie? No more? So we'll say good night to everybody, and you're listening to Alive 90.5 FM. Thank you. Cheers. Bye-bye. Thank you. Just want to try and catch this. I saw your validation here. She says, yes, there is something wrong with my car. I've been thinking it was my tires, and yes, my anxiety is very bad. At times I feel like I am going to have a nervous breakdown. No, you're not. You've got to stop that. I clean my kitchen every day, but it does seem to stay messy because of my kids. Thank you, Lesley. You're awesome. Thank you. Okay, we'll leave it there, guys. And oops, trying to get this to move down a bit. Oh my God, it's frozen. Anyway, we'll see you later. Take it easy, guys. Bye. Oh, God.